I think the other piece that has to happen, and this is what I saw when I was a student, was that community really started to build when one student began to help another student understand a concept, or one student shared an experience that helped highlight how the concept could be used in an everyday situation.
I think sometimes you can structure this by having smaller groups within the class, maybe 2 or 3 students. You're essentially assigning them a type of question to come up with, or at least providing them with some parameters for a question. And then they can populate a thread of the discussion board and kind of moderate the other students who are discussing the ideas.
You're going to want something that you'll have 30 different students in your course, and you'll want those students to be able to answer 30 different ways. And
I think sometimes too, having a discussion board where you're asking students to go out and do a little bit of research, again providing them some sense of direction in terms of where to go for that research is helpful.
Such as, show us an article that discusses the topic for the week. Why is it relevant? Why is it significant to our course? What does this mean to you?
Sometimes actually embedding an article or something that you found that you think is an interesting piece of content that might sort of prod students into discussion is always helpful.
Bring in a resource that we could share in class that we could use in further assignments.
Those types of things kind of liven up the discussion. They make sure that each post is unique, and then it also gives the students kind of a jumping off point to respond.
Give part of your assignment that's due at the end of the week, put it up on the board and have other students peer edit it.
Because the last thing you want is a discussion where everybody writes something and the responses are, yes, I agree with you. I agree with you, and why? I agree with you, and I've had a similar experience to what you've had, and it looks like this, is better because you've given them a chance to talk about their own personal experiences.
When a student is able to find their own resources or find their own their work and have it out and display in front of other people, that's when the true kind of magic happens in discussion boards, because students want to be seen and they want to be understood and they want to be validated.
And it'll also make the instructor's job a little more enjoyable, because they won't be responding to the same answer 30 times within their course. So.